This is a HK podcast, written and narrated by HK. This is one of the episodes of Money series, Money and Myth. Disclaimer. Dear listeners, some of my views may be entirely different from what you have heard, read and understood till now. I am not an expert and I seek not to be one. For me, learning is my life. The main aim of my podcast is to offer you something new, a perspective, a new flavor, a new eyes to look into things and realities. Money, the reality and myth is an old discussion. Since money is just a concept, a perspective, it can't be a reality. I see money just as a myth, a great social myth. Because if you dig into the history of money, you will clearly see that money is ever changing. It started with coca beans, as an animal, as a salt, as humans, then as a metal, then as a paper, now as an electronic medium that exists vastly in a computer numbers. Now slowly it is also being replaced with cryptocurrency. Nothing has ever changed with such astonishing pace than money. The modern day money is nothing but a promise from a government or from a central bank, and promise has no internal value. Promise is also a perception, a moral value, but it's still not a reality. By reality, I mean a natural value, an intrinsic value. Therefore, money can have only myths, since perceptions are subject to modifications, are subject to variations, are subject to misunderstanding. It started with a need, a great need to exchange their positions with what they want to possess. It is like if you want to travel from point A to B, all you need is a route, a medium that can take you from A to B. Money is exactly that route that executes the transaction between person A and B. I want to bring forth a new perspective onto this beast called money, and I repeat, the perspective is not a natural value. I am not an expert. I don't seek to be one. Money has been looked through two extremes. One, money is the root of all evil. This is the greatest myth humans have invented about money. How can a route, a path that takes you from point A to point B can be the root of all evil? In the first place, it has no roots. It is like an air that exists without roots. It just flows like a current. And secondly, since it has no roots, it can't bring forth evil as its fruits. A tree that has no roots is not a tree. A tree that is not a tree cannot be of fruits. Hence the root, the tree, the fruit are all perception. If you remember, sometimes you create a fake character in your mind and then you arrest him, punish him for the evil he has done to the society. In your imagination, you create a criminal and a victim, and you yourself give punishment and justice. But when you come back from your imagination, there is no one who is punished and who is justified. The second extreme is lack of money is the root of all evil. This statement seems more logical than the first one, but it isn't. In the first place, there are no roots. In the absence of roots, there can't be bearing of fruit called evil. And secondly, lack of money can't be the root of all evils. For people and countries with abundance of it aren't virtuous either. They are investing more and more in making a foundation for the next war, the war that will destroy the human existence. Then the central question is, what is money if it is not evil or good? Money is simply a root without roots and fruits. Money is a perception backed up by mere promise. Since money is a root and perception, it requires an immense understanding. You can't simply dismiss saying it evil or virtue, because both are extreme and unreal. I am not recommending by any means to take a middle stand between these two extremes, because if the extremes are false, the middle stand is also false. See, money as a root, is a perception and not otherwise. In this lies all understanding. If you understand money as a medium and as a perception, then the myth about money is clear. The myth is that money is an evil or a virtue, and the reality is money is a perception, and perception cannot be a reality.